Hey Divi Nation, thanks for joining us for day 91 of the Divi 100 Marathon. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the wireframe layout kit that our lead designer Mario Maruffi has been creating through the latter half of the Divi 100 series. This tutorial will show you how to take a wireframe layout and transform it into a finished design. Let's get into it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take a layout that we've created with the Divi multi-purpose wireframe layout kit and convert it into a finished design. The first step to following along with me is downloading the folder that we've created with all the assets you're going to need to follow along with this step-by-step tutorial. That folder is located in the accompanying blog post of this video. So if you're watching this on our blog, just scroll down a little bit, big purple button, you'll see it there. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, check the video description for a link. Now, once that file is downloaded, locate it in your downloads folder and unzip it. In that folder, you're going to find a few files, and this is a bit different than our typical layout pack download, so let me walk you through it real quick. So first up, we have the all.json file, which is all of the JSON files included in this download in one file. And then we have two separate JSON files. We have the wireframe version of a landing page and the final design version of a landing page. The final design one is basically exactly what we're going to do, what we're going to end up with, but we've included it here so that if you either don't want to follow along, you choose not to follow along with the tutorial, or you want a reference that's on your website where you can look in and see how we did something. If a single step is kind of holding you up, you'll have that option as well. So the other three things that we have in this folder is a screenshot preview image of each layout. So this is the final design preview image, and this is the wireframe version of that same design. And then we have a folder called tutorial images. Now there are 8 images here, and we're going to use those throughout this tutorial as we rebuild 6 different sections of a wireframe layout and turn it into the final version. Okay, so now that you've got all this unzipped, you're ready to import your layouts. And to do that, you need to go in your WordPress admin to Divi, Divi Library, and Import and Export. Now when the portability modal pops up, you want to go to Import, choose File, and I would recommend simply using the all.json file. That's what I'm going to do. As you can see, this results in 2 new layouts being added to our library, the wireframe landing page and the final design landing page. So what we're going to do is create new pages for each of these and start walking through our tutorial. Now, the very first page I'm going to call final design reference. And I'm going to go to, sorry, I'm moving too fast here, load from library, add from library, and use the landing page final design. Save that draft and then preview it on the front side. So as you can see, we've got the final version of our landing page right here. This is what we're going to be building, so we can reference that as we need to, if we need to. Okay, and for the other page that I'm building, I'm going to call this landing page tutorial. Choose to use the builder, load from library, add from library, and then go to the wireframe file here and load that. As you can see, it consists of 6 different sections. Save that. Preview it on the front end as well. And here you can see we have the familiar wireframe elements that we've been releasing as part of the wireframe kits. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to make this layout look like this layout. And it's probably easier than you think. And to show you just how easy, I'm going to walk you through that process step by step. What we're going to do back here on the landing page tutorial page is go through each one of these sections element by element until we have matching designs. So first, let me just expand section 1 and just start walking through each step. And you're going to be probably pretty surprised at how little actually is changed to get a final design. So first, let's go into the section settings and upload a background image. Now what I'm going to do, instead of just uploading one image at a time, is go ahead and upload them all. So these are all of the images in the tutorial images folder in the download from the blog post. Okay, and I need the image 01.jpg. That would be this one. And I want to set that as my background. When I'm done, save and exit. Now let's open up the image module and replace this image with image 02. Save and exit. Now we have 3 text modules over here to the right. I want to get into each of those and change the text color under the Advanced Design Settings tab to white. So here we have the text color. We have a white swatch down here. You can just choose that. Save and exit. I'll do that 3 times. Okay, now in the third text module, I want to get back in there, and we have some content down here in the content section under general settings, and it's viewed on the text tab. Now the reason why that is because we have some inline styles here, and we want to change the image without changing the inline style. So what I found to be the easiest way to do that is to simply highlight the image link under, so here's SRC, that's your source, and here's your image link. So let's highlight that, go to Add Media, and the image called 03, it's this App Store image here. Now instead of actually inserting that, I just want to grab the URL and copy that and then exit out. Okay, so I have the URL. I can, again, highlight this link, paste the new URL in. Everything else has stayed exactly the same, and then I can go to Save and Exit. Okay, so that's all for this first section. Let's save that and see what it looks like on the front end. Before I do refresh it on the front end, let's just look at what it looks like now. Here it is. And then I'm gonna refresh that. And here we have the beginning of our new design. Okay, let's jump back in. Let's collapse section 1 here and expand section 2 and get into the settings for that section. All right, so we have 2 divider modules up here at the top. The first thing we want to do is change the color of those divider sections. One you can see is for desktop, the other for mobile. And right now it's this nice purple color. We're going to change it to this black transparent color. And that color code is in the blog post, so you can copy it. If you're just trying to follow along, try RGBA 484848 0.3. Okay, and then inside the text modules, we want to change the text color under the Advanced Design Settings tab from this deep purple to 30, 30, 30. And I'm going to copy that since I have to add it to another text module here. Okay. And then let's go down to the image module here, open that up, and we want to replace this image with image 04. right here. And then in the settings here, we want to scroll down to image alignment and choose center. Save and exit. And again, just like that, we've changed this entire section around. So I'm going to save this draft. Preview it. And we've got ourselves a brand new section 2. All right, so you can see we're moving along here pretty quickly, and we'll just keep going on to section 3. All right, so here we are back on the back end. I'm going to clap section 2, expand section 3, and dive right in. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is open up the image module here and replace this image with image 05. So here's image 05. Save and exit. And then we want to do the same transparent black color for our dividers. And our text, again, we want to change that to the 30, 30, 30. Do it for all 3. Okay, and then in the second and third text modules here, we've got to replace an image. It's going to be the same image for each one, and we're going to use the exact same technique. We're simply going to replace the image link here. Okay, so here's where your image link is. Go to Add Media, and we're looking for this right here. This is image 06. We're just going to grab that URL this time and replace this link with that one. Okay, save and exit. Same thing for the bottom one here. I've already got the link saved, so I'm just going to come in here and paste it over this one. Save and exit. And that's it. Let's save that and take a look at it on the front end. Here we go. Brand new section, just like that. All right, let's jump on over to section 4. All right, so here we are in section 4. Let's open up this image module over here on the right. And we want to change this image out for image 07. Save and exit. We want to grab that same color code for our dividers that we've been using. Change that color. And if I'm moving too fast for you, don't worry. We have this step by step in the blog post. So if you really want to dive into this and slow it down even slower than what I'm going, you can get every single screenshot and instruction step by step in the blog post, which, as I explained earlier, is in the video description. Okay, and then finally we have a new text color, that 303030 for all of our text modules. And that's in the Advanced Design Settings tab. All right, done with section 4. Let's save that. Jump to the front end real quick. There it is. A new section 4. Almost done now. Let's jump into section 5 and keep moving. All right. First thing we want to do on this one is adjust the section background color. Right now it's this purple color. We're going to change it to sort of a gray color here, off-white gray. Then we want to add our transparent black color to the dividers. Again, keep consistency. Now inside the text module, we're going to use that 30-30-30 color for our text that we've been using. And inside the slider module, we want to change all of the text there as well. So let's jump in here to the actual slide. Header text color, body text color. Now, these arrows are probably not going to show up, so what I did is you can add that color to these, or you can just reset them and save. And then in advanced design settings over here, doesn't look like there's any colors to configure there. Okay, so once that's done, save and exit. And, oh, actually, sorry. We want to jump back in here, open our slide up. And down here in the content section, we want to put our final image in. And again, because it's here in this text section, we're going to do that by simply replacing the link. So let's go to add media. Here's our image, image 08. And instead of inserting it, we're simply going to copy that link back out here, paste it in, save and exit. All right, that's all for this section. I will save that and we can preview it on the front side. Here we go. We've got a brand new testimonial section here. And just one section left to go. Okay, so I can collapse section 5, open up section 6, and start making my final edits. So the divider module here, both of them, again, we're going to keep consistency by using our transparent black. We're going to use the same text color that we have been using, that 30-30-30. And finally, we're going to change our button color here in the Advanced Design Settings tab to a nice green. And that's 41BB99, and the code is in the post. So we want to change both the button background color, the button border color, and then both of those elements on hover. When that's done, save and exit, save draft. And not only are you going to see a new section, but with the final section completed on the front end, we're going to see the completed layout. So here it is. We just went from a wireframe layout with no finished design element to a completely finished, ready to use design. Now, obviously, here in our post, we're still using sample content, but you would have your content ready for your site, or you'd have your client's content ready for their site. And the editing process would largely be the same, only you would also have to change out the text, and the images that you use would be their images or the images that you've created. Well, that's all for this video. Thanks for tuning in. We hope that you're enjoying the Divi 100 Marathon, and it's just about over, which, if you've been following along, you know that that means that the launch of Divi 3.0 is just around the corner. Now, Divi 3.0 is our most significant update to our flagship theme ever. And this countdown has been a fantastic series with lots of community engagement and more free Divi resources than we have ever given away. So if you're worried about an end to all the Divi goodies, don't be. We plan to continue publishing daily Divi content after the conclusion of the series, right alongside our normal WordPress and web design content. So stay tuned for our finale on day 100, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and email newsletter so you never miss a thing. Thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.